Hello, this is Tanmay, and today in this video, we will be discussing about the tactics that we use in PPC, and we'll be also looking at how we are going to utilize the attribution for a pay-per-click. So, attribution is a very powerful tool used within the PPC, that is pay-per-click. So, we will be talking about the Google Ads, that is basically a leading platform for pay-per-click, and we will be able to relate it to the attribution data that we will be having using the analytics. So Google has its own attribution model within the platform. That means they use a sort of Google attribution for this process, and whatever analytics data that is being collected, it uses the same Google attribution model. So typically we are talking about the last non-direct click or the direct click, depending on how you set up your activity tracking. And it can be according to the use case of your business, and we will be tracking the same. Much of it depends upon either on the last click or the last non-direct click, as it is mentioned in most of the cases. We can implement a variety of models within what a conversion means to us. If we set up that, it will only impact the activity for a Google ad account and not all other channels that may be using them be affected. What does this mean? That if you make any changes to the model, that means the whatever model you're using, like last click tracking or last non-direct click tracking, so whatever changes you are going to make here, it won't affect the other channels that you are using to drive traffic to your online platform. That means affiliate networks, and if SEO is involved, then it won't be effective. They may be influencing the journey of the user. So we need to keep this in mind, that we can make any change to the attribution model within Google Ads and it won't be affected otherwise. It will only impact the activity within its scope. That means whatever is under the scope of Google will be affected. So other channels like affiliate or SEO won't be effective. So we are going to do a lot of activity for like brand or generic activity. So basically we can categorize our campaign activities into two subsections. That is a brand activity or a generic activity. You can understand it by like brand is typically at the end of the journey and it has a very low CPC, but the click-through rate is quite high. And if you talk about the users with the high brand awareness, uh, they will convert quite easily and quickly. So these are the people that come under the category of brand activity users. And the other part, that is the generic activity, are the users that don't have much brand awareness of our business, and they may be the visitors that get through using popular search words. So using attribution value, we can understand what a user is wanting at some or the other point of their journey. We can understand what the behavior of the user looks like while interacting with our website. User in generic pay-per-click is not ready to convert very easily, because they are better called as visitors and not actual consumers. They don't have a very high brand awareness. So in those cases, micro conversions come into play. So micro conversions are the key to macro conversions. So we want to make sure that the user gets what it wants. We are not aiming for immediate conversions, but we want to increase the probability of a user getting converted. So we'll have to focus on the micro conversions first. First visit that the user could make can be from a generic visit. That would be someone who does not really knows, or the user might be in the research phase when we are driving traffic onto our online platform through generic traffic. And the last visit may be a brand PPC. Why? Because at that time, the person has knowledge and information about your brand. That is, the person has brand awareness, and now the person is ready to buy. But by default, in most attribution models, we are focusing on last interactions. Majority of the value, if not all, is assigned to the last interaction. Generic PPC will not get any value. That is, if we see a high CPC and CPA on generic campaigns, we are assigning most of the value or most of the importance to brand PPC, that is the last interaction. We need to understand like the generic and brand activities are not equal. They are a lot of different things that get involved while we talk about brand and generic activities. So both use different logic and different management activities to be performed. So they are very much different from each other. And using all this, we can understand the consumer behavior in a better way and understand that what actually a user that is coming to our online platform really wants and what we can do to make our brand better. So that's all about this video, and thanks for watching.